Bottling and labeling. Hello, this is Matt DiDonato with Prospero Equipment Corporation. We are a New York-based winery equipment supplier, and today I will be talking about bottling and labeling machines for a commercial winery, from a small 2,000 case winery all the way up to a large-scale winery. So let's dig into it. I will start off with the smallest equipment out there, which is our semi-automatic equipment. First in the process is our semi-automatic rinser blower unit, shown here. These units will rinse the bottles with water and then blow the bottles with compressed air, or if desired, CO2 or nitrogen can be injected if the winemaker is trying to reduce oxygen inside the bottles. After the bottles are rinsed and cleaned, we would use something like this unit here to fill with wine. These are gravity-style fillers, so there are no motors or electronic parts on these, so they are easy to operate and adjust for different size bottles. These units come in a 4, 6, and 8 spout model. The bottles simply rest on the resting plates shown here, and wine is fed into the tank's reservoir by gravity flow from a tank up higher on a rack or platform. Wine flows into the bottle and stops flowing once the height is equalized, so flow automatically stops. Speed ranges are in the 400 to 650 bottle per hour range. After filling, we would have a semi-automatic corking machine like this unit here. This corker unit has a sensor built into the bottom plate. So you would place the bottle on the plate here, and the cork gets plunged into the bottle. As you can see here, the units have a hopper on top, so you can simply dump a bag of corks into the hopper. The units have options for either gas injection in the neck of the bottle, or you can pull a vacuum to reduce the oxygen exposure. Then we will move on to capsule and labeling. Shown here is a benchtop labeler machine to apply a front-back label onto the wine bottles, or just the front label. The bottles are fed into the roller system here horizontally. 2 buttons are to be pushed down, and the top roller will come down on the bottle and roll on a front label or a front and back label. This unit shown here is our heat shrink capsular unit. This unit will apply a heat shrink seal over the wine cork. A heat shrink seal is to be placed by hand onto the neck of the bottle. The bottle is to be placed on the plate shown here, and the lever is to be pulled into the heating element and then released. The action takes 2 to 3 seconds and is quick. There is also a spinner version shown here, if a polylaminate or tin capsule is desired instead of a heat shrink capsule. If screw capping is desired, there's also a benchtop machine shown here. You simply place the screw cap on the bottle, place the bottle on the plate shown here, hold down 2 buttons, and the screw capper applicator applies the threads onto the bottle. For semi-automatic bottling, there is a lot of time and labor to operate these lines. You normally need 4 to 6 people to run these lines, as you usually have 1 person washing and blowing, 1 person filling, 1 person corking, and 1 person capsule labeling. It is a great economical solution, however, but it is labor intensive. Guy 600 semi-automatic machine. The next size up is something like this unit here. This is still a semi-automatic unit, but it is a 12 spout filler corker unit built into one block. Speed ranges up to 1,000 bottles per hour, as you can run much quicker with this model. This is a great unit for a winery that has a larger scale caseload, but not large enough to justify an automatic machine, usually somewhere in the 3,000 cases per year load. It is kind of a go-between from the smaller semi-automatic units we just went over to the automatic units. Semi-automatic bottle and recap. Semi-automatic rinser blower units for pre-rinsing the bottles available. 4, 6, and 8 spout gravity fillers available for bottling. Semi-automatic units are more labor intensive but much less capital investment. Guy 600 model is a faster semi-automatic unit, recommended for a winery in the 3,000 cases per year range. Semi-automatic lines run in the 400 to 650 bottle per hour range. Automatic units. The automatic machines come in what we call a monoblock. A monoblock is merely an automatic machine that can do multiple functions in one machine. The machines can be ordered in many different configurations and models. I will show the full-scale unit here, and we can kind of work backwards from there. This unit is a fully automatic unit that will rinse the bottles, sparge the bottles with CO2 or nitrogen, fill them, and then we have both options for corking and screw capping. Machines can be ordered as a simple filler corker or filler screw cap model, or something in between, depending on the needs or desires of the winery. The smallest automatic units come in a 6 spout filler model, and then we go up from there. Here's a chart showing some of the speed ranges up to 3,000 bottles per hour. So we have the Guy 1006 series 6 spout filler here at 300 to 1,200 bottles per hour. Guy 1306 series 8-spout filler at 400 to 1600 bottles per hour. Guy 1706 series 10-spout filler at 600 to 2400 bottles per hour. Guy 2106 series at 3000 bottles per hour. Guy 2106 series 12-spout filler at 600 to 3000 bottles per hour. And Guy 3000 series 16-spout filler at 600 to 3000 bottles per hour. The reason the 3006 series cannot go faster than 3000 bottles per hour is the single head corker can only go this fast. Faster speeds are available upon request. The most popular machines for a 5,000 case winery would be our Guy 1301 model. The Guy 1301 is a vacuum sparger, so we will inject gas in the bottle with gas prior to filling, an 8-spout filler, and a corker. A screw capper can also be added to the machine if that is desired. The speed range up to 1300 bottles per hour is ideal for a winery this size. The rinser station is usually not included because of the extra cost, and if the glass is from a reputable supplier, the rinser is not a necessity. A standalone rinser station could also be added in the future. Oxygen pickups. It is key to note that oxygen pickups during the bottling phase is an important factor. These machines are specially designed to reduce the wines being exposed to the least amount of oxygen during the bottling process. There are gas injection points both before filling with the vacuum sparger and prior to corking or screw capping to reduce oxygen exposure, giving you a high quality package with a long stable shelf life. Automatic capsule labelers. Automatic capsule and labelers is the second half of the line. To run a fully automatic line, normally 2 monoblock machines are required, the filler monoblock and the capsule labeler monoblock. Capsuling and labeling are the same concept as they can be customized to the winery's particular needs. We have machines that will capsule and label at all different speed ranges to match the filler monoblocks we just reviewed. Capsule labelers can be equipped with a heat shrink head for heat shrink capsules or a polylaminate spinner head for tin or polylaminate caps. Here is a picture of the capsule labeler machine. This machine has a capsule distributor where you load the capsules. The wine bottles will flow into the machine from left to right, and the capsules will get plunged onto the bottles automatically. The heat shrinker will heat shrink seal the capsule, or if desired, the machine also has a polylaminate head for tin and polylaminate capsules. So the winemaker can choose which one he wants to do and which one he wants to bypass. The machines then have a labeling station to apply the labels. Here is a chart showing different speed models. You can see here there are different speeds for heat shrinking seals and for sleeking seals, the polylaminate and tin capsules. So the speed depends on which capsule the winery chooses. Speeds can go up to 2,500 bottles per hour and beyond if desired to match the filler monoblock speed. Here is a sample layout of what a fully automatic line looks like. Bottles get dumped onto the feeding table and then go into the filler monoblock. The bottles then are rinsed, filled, and corked or screw capped. We then go around a horseshoe conveyor here and go into the capsule labeler. The bottle then comes out the end, ready to be packaged into a wine case. Here you can see how the line looks running. This is the rinser station. Bottles are being flipped upside down to be rinsed and blown with air. Here we can see the vacuum sparger. Bottles are placed on this head and the device pulls the vacuum and it injects gas prior to filling. Bottles are then filled as shown here. Here you can see the bottles being corked with the vacuum corker.